and just talk to you about something that I am so excited about. And that is really differentiating between what goal setting is and goal achieving. I really had an epiphany when I found out the difference between goal setting and goal achieving. So, what is the difference? Well, I like to net things out so that it's really easy to understand. So, for me personally, I like to set my goals. I set them every single morning. But for whatever reason, I don't seem to accomplish as much as I want to accomplish. Now, I might be overzealous and over optimistic, but I don't think so. I think it's got more to do with the mechanics that I follow regarding goal achievement uh, versus goal setting. See, I used to think that simply by setting the goal and putting a couple of to-dos on my to-do list, I would move rapidly towards that goal. And I did move towards that goal, but what I didn't do is move rapidly. And so, how is it that, how can I really up the pace of a goal achievement? Well, this morning, and actually all this week, I have been really going into a deep dive into some of the work that Brian Tracy has been doing with Dan Strutzel in the area of the science of money, the science of motivation, the science of entrepreneurship, which I would highly recommend those books. They're conversational. The books are easily found on Amazon and Audible. I'm personally listening to the books on Audible, and they're amazing. They're sort of a foundation for success, in my opinion. But let's get into the topic at hand, and that is the difference between goal setting and goal achieving. And so I want you to spend 1 second really thinking in your own world, like with your own experience, your own goal setting process. I'll give you a moment to think about that. What is your process? Well, I usually look at it when I'm talking to people. They usually give me maybe about 10 different categories that they focus on when they're in their goal setting process. They may be talking about, and I'll go through them now. So if you have a notebook, get out your notebook and jot down 1 through 10. And here are the 10 categories of goal setting that I really hear over and over again in my mastermind groups and in my podcasts, and of course in the businesses that I run. One is financial, a financial goal. The second would be a career goal, maybe launching a product, maybe a position that you want to hold, so career success. The third area I like to call family harmony, where your family is really working together, you're loving each other, you've got a harmony, family harmony. It's a nice way to state. It's hard to say, hey, I have a goal to have a great family. Well, that's a great goal. But what's sustainable? And I like the word harmony because it gets into that mastermind idea, harmonic resonance, that we're all on the same page, that we all are sort of working together. So it could be family harmony. That was number 3. Number 4 could be health and fitness. What is your health and fitness goal? Number 5 could be contributing value. How do you want to contribute value to your community, to your family, to your business, to your industry, to your state, or to your country, or to the world around you, your church, whatever, contributing value. The next one I like is spiritual journey. How is your journey spiritually going? Are you feeling more connected to nature, to your church, to your universe? You know, how's that journey going from a spiritual perspective? Are you stuck? Are you feeling connected to a higher purpose? And how's that journey? Because we're all on a spiritual journey on this earth. Another goal could be in the area of education. How's your educational goals coming? Are you going for that bachelor's, that master's, or do you want to get certified as a paralegal? Are you looking to get certified as a high performance coach? Are you looking at some type of a status within your community? For example, maybe you need some permits or licensure to proceed in the business that you're working on. So how is your education and those achievements coming? Now, one of the other goals that you may have could be in the area of really family and fun, or freedom and fun. I mean, this last category, which is number 8, it's not the last, it's the third to last, would be your freedom and your fun. Have you got a goal to go to Paris, or go to Europe, or go to Mackinac Island, or go to California or China, walk on the Great Wall, whatever that may be? What is your freedom goal, your fun goal? I categorize those as freedom and fun. Last 2 goals areas are a little bit more materialistic. Hey, how do you feel about your wardrobe? So I call this my dress for success goal. And then finally, house beautiful. How do you feel about your surroundings, your home, your bedroom, your kitchen, your garage? Do you have any specific goals around your home? And so those would be the 10 goals. So I'm sure that you have goals in those categories, but now how do we really make sure that we can achieve those goals? And that gets into goal achievement versus goal setting. Now, this is going to go a little deeper. And again, I have 10 things underneath goal achievement. So picture, so go ahead and pull out your notebook and put 1 through 10 underneath goal achievement. So goal achievement, decide, number 1, decide specifically what you want. So that an 8-year-old child could tell another 8-year-old child what your goal is. For example, I would like to be a YouTube sensation. I would like to be successful on YouTube. That's a great goal, and many people have that as a goal these days. Now, a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old, they're online. They know what YouTube is. I know my 5-year-old granddaughter knows what YouTube is, and so she could tell her friend, Mary could tell Nolan that my grandma wants to be a YouTube sensation. So that's something that is doable, and she could state it. So that could be a goal. That's a career goal. If I were to go backwards and what category of goal that is. Next is number 2, is that you need to write it down. Write it down in the 3 P's: personalized, positive, and in the present tense. So how I would say that is, I am a YouTube sensation. So that is positive, that is in the present tense, and that is personal. I am a YouTube sensation. The next thing you need is number 3, are deadlines and sub-deadlines. Break it down, break it down, break it down. And so how would I break that down? I would break it down into many different categories, like as far as the deadline. So I want to be a YouTube sensation by X date. And that may be 1 year out. In 12 months, I want to. What is a YouTube sensation? So that takes us to the number 4, which is you have to create a list of all the things it's going to take for you to become that YouTube sensation. So feeling listless, write a list or a mind map. And it really is a brainstorm. You just write down everything and everything that comes to your mind regarding the things that you could do to really become that YouTube sensation. Number 5 is organize the list and prioritize sequence with a checklist mentality. Now, I know you may have heard about this whole checklist phenomenon. In my company, we had a special book club around the book called Checklists, because checklists are amazing, especially in health industry, and how many lives it's saved since they started running hospitals on checklists, like a pilot flies at 747 by a checklist. And so the whole idea of checklists, they may seem simple, but they really do have a great impact on success. So you want to take that list that you brainstormed and create a prioritized checklist. And then what you want to do is take the first step. Number 6 is take the first step. Number 7 is keep moving. So you can be rich, happy, popular, then is what Brian Tracy was saying, which was kind of a tongue-in-cheek, kind of a joke, but that's number 7. Just keep moving. Don't stop moving. Keep going, what you're working on now. Let's just keep moving forward. Number 8. So we basically have gone through the 7 goal achieving things. So now let's look at this from a holistic kind of a big picture. You and I talked earlier in this broadcast about the 10 categories of goals. And so write those 10 goals down. Pick the one that makes the others happen first. So if I were to have written all those 10 goals down, I would want to figure out which goal would really support all the other goals. And so that's something that you need to do with your list, because each person is individual. And then once you have picked that one goal, that's the one you want to really use steps 1 through 7 on in an immediate way. Number 9 is, at that time, you just let your subconscious mind and the frequency and vibration create the synchronicities that will make it happen for you. You don't sit back, you keep moving forward, keep working through your checklists. And now this is the last and final in goal achievement that I want to speak to you about, and that is there'll be 2 categories of things that you'll do on a daily basis to achieve these goals. And that is, you'll have routines, for example, working out every day, for example, posting on social media every day, maybe a routine of creating a newsletter every week. These are examples of routine. And then there are going to be things that are more daily or project oriented, like one and done kind of thing, like picking your cameras or selecting a staff member. You know, you hired your CFO, you picked your accounting firm, you picked your law firm, whatever. And so those are the 10 categories for goal achievement. So in this video, I'm about ready to wrap it up. We talked about the difference between goal setting and goal achieving. I have a laminated document that goes through this that you will be able to, I'm going to put it in the drop down. So it will be a PDF that you can download and get a copy of it. And make sure if you have any questions whatsoever, you know I'm available to you 24/7 at rose@roseodette.com. Best of luck to you, and remember, the secret to living is giving, and inch by inch, life is a sim.